Hello, YouTube communities of the planet Earth. This is Darren Nelson. I am giving you all a short tutorial on the EVAP purge valve and related monitors. Thank you for tuning in. Let's start out with the EVAP monitor. By the Ford driving cycle, to turn on an EVAP monitor, you must cruise at 45 to 65 miles per hour for 10 minutes, avoiding sharp turns and hills. Note, this is very important. To initiate the monitor, the throttle position mode should be greater than 75%, and fluid level indicator must be 15 and 85%. So you need around a half of a tank to 3/4 tank filled. Some common enabling criteria to run the EVAP monitor. The MIL light must be off. Barometric pressure exceeds 75 whatever per whatever. At startup, IAT and ECT is between 45 and 85 degrees. Right now I'm sitting in my Explorer in a parking lot and it's 98 degrees. So and doing your EVAP purge valve, which is this, something to think about. Your connections are going to be your hoses. They're going to be using this quick connect, and this quick connect is a pain in the ass. So theoretically, you're supposed to push this together. The circular part squeezes out, and then you can pull it off. But these things are old, going on 4 years old now. So they're oftentimes brittle, and they break. If they break, that's not the end of the world. You probably could get away with using a design engineering sealant tape, the high temperature resistant one. You could probably do something like that. But you know, if you can help it and not break it, that's probably what you're gonna want. So this guy, this is your EVAP service port. This is coming up. It's going to be here right next to the battery. I took the battery out here, obviously. But this is really important. The service port for the EVAP is plastic molded to this end piece. So when you're messing around with these and trying to squeeze this off, be very careful and don't break that. Alright, so these are really hard to find, and I had to get this at Pick and Pull. It cost, you know, it was only like $3. But if you're trying to find this online, you're not going to be able to find it. If you can, in maybe a foreign country, it's going to be like $100. Okay, so here's the purge valve. Just two little screws here. I can't remember what those are. They're like 5/8 or something like that. I don't remember. But you got one here and one in the back. You have two hoses. We talked about quick connects, how to be careful with those. The nice part about those is putting them on, you just push them on, they clip automatically. Just taking them off is going to be a little harder. If you don't have to do your hoses, you don't have to do your battery. You can get away with just taking this thing off. And what you're going to need is some kind of pry tool. I use this little guy. And you want to get these screws out, and you want to pry these out, these little metal clips. And you got a couple bolts up here in the top, and you want to get it loose. And then you're going to pry it out, and then you can access this. Turn the wheel to the left. If you want, you could even jack the front a little bit. I don't think you don't. If you're just doing this part, you don't need to do that. But yeah, you're going to need a little Phillips head for these guys, a fine point Phillips head for the screws. yeah, see those clips? You got to pry those out, and then it's pretty simple. So you have 3 hose connections. There's a small one there, and there's 2, and then you have the circuit connection in the back, which I can't see it from here, but that's on the back, and that's it. So hopefully your guys's would this help. Hopefully your guys's goes a lot easier than mine. And I'll be doing a follow-up vid to see if the EVAP valve monitor finally comes on too. All right.